This is for Monday, July 13th, 2026. It's another edition of Baseball Today presented to you by T-Mobile. That is my man, Trevor Plouffe. I am Chris Rose. Producer Rob is with us on the ones and twos today as we are in the city of brotherly love. Getting you ready for Home Run Derby tonight, for the All-Star Game, and more importantly, our watch party on Tuesday. Truth be told, we are taping this on Sunday morning because our schedule is flat out crazy, and so it's before the games on Sunday. Welcome to Philadelphia.
Well, you welcome to Philadelphia. This is my home. I lived right around here.
That's true.
Yeah.
We're in your neighborhood.
Yeah, Rittenhouse Square-ish.
Yeah?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, don't give people a direct
address
I think
or anything.
They'll be
area.
out there stalking you.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? This like brings me to a point where I'm like, we need an LA office, me and you together, touching.
Oh, yes.
See that? You see that, people?
I dig that.
Yeah.
We should probably have a meeting with the bosses.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm not so sure the people. Although, if you flood the comments about how we need a West Coast office and can have this 5 days a week instead of the split screen, then maybe they'll listen.
You just come to my house.
Why do I have to go to your
morning.
House? Why do I have to go to your
I don't
house? Although we do have a nice little setup out in your thriving pool house area. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. Lot to get to. Obviously, this weekend is fun-filled in Philadelphia. Got going with the MLB draft, so that's kind of our tip of the cap to Rock Chalowski, who ended up being the first pick by the Chicago White Sox.
Who?
Rock Chalowski. I practiced it all night just to nail it. I think you and I have differing opinions. We're showing him, by the way, tearing up. This is an awesome moment, right? I love that. How sweet is that?
It is awesome because, like, this kid's worked so hard.
Yeah, they all have.
And there's immense pressure. Like, Dad played. Like, there's pressure for him.
Well, he was the number one guy on the number one college baseball team throughout the entire year and produced until they got.
I feel like that's the emotion. It's like I have just had so much on my shoulders and expectations, and wow, like I did it. Now, hey, it's just the start, but yeah, you did it. You won overall is insane.
Do you think he's pissed that the commissioner introduced him as Rock Chalowski? No. You don't think so?
No. I mean, would he have preferred?
Come on, this was his moment, man.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't change. He's still the 1-1. He's still going to get that.
Don't say it doesn't change, Rob. It changes, doesn't it? A little bit. Yes, it does.
I don't know, man.
With the first overall pick, the Chicago White Sox select Trevor Plouffe.
I mean, my name's in
Encino, California.
I think the reason I don't think it's a big deal is because of my last name and how much it gets butchered. Eventually, you're just like, whatever. Like, I have a tough last name.
When they made the announcement, was it Trevor Plouffe or Plouffe?
I think they got it right, though. Yeah, I think
not that hard.
Yeah, I mean, yes,
not that hard.
I mean, agreed. Like, should it have been right? Yes. Does it take away? It doesn't.
Okay. Yeah. Also, a few other cool notes. Brady and Trey Ebel, Dino Ebel's kids, are now both members of the Milwaukee Brewers organization. Brady went last year. Trey went in the first round on Saturday. That was great. Landon Tomey joins his Hall of Fame father as a Chicago White Sox, although Jim Tomey's really a Cleveland Indian, let's be honest, what he was. But he obviously was a member of the White Sox organization. Jim still works there. He got selected with a 34th overall pick, a compensatory pick. So that was cool. And it's just great news for all these kids. Let's not shrink the draft. I know that's in the owner's proposal to go from 20 to 12 rounds. These are wonderful moments. I think Jim Tomey was like a 13th round pick. So under the new guidelines, Jim Tomey would not have been drafted. Not saying he wouldn't have played. He just wouldn't have been drafted. So come on. Let's just push that right off of the bargaining table. Let's not do that at all. Let's get to it. First half over by the time this show airs. Even though, of course, we have played more than half of the games. We understand the math there. Let's get to the biggest surprise in a good way and the biggest disappointment. Let's each start with our biggest surprises here. Could be team, could be individual. What do you have?
I'll go with team here. I'm going with Miami Marlins. And I think a lot of people are saying, okay, where's Sandy going? Are they going to trade Yuri? Like, this is a team that's looking to the future, has developed a really young core. Well, they've showed up in a huge way. And I've mentioned this many times before about just how this roster came together. The 40-man roster, only 8 guys are homegrown. So they've been out on the waiver wire, trades, free agents, Rule 5. They just got a collection of people who they went out and I guess, I mean, it's literally a constructed roster, and it's all coming through. The offense has been great. Right now, they're 52-44.
Amazing.
Which is a great record, but the NL East has been so good. They're actually sitting in third place in the NL East, but they do occupy a wild card spot. And I think when you think of them, or before the season at least, we said, okay, yeah, like they have a chance to be good starting pitcher-wise. They can do the pitching thing. And they have been good. Sandy's been great. He's put a bunch of quality starts. Yuri Perez, we saw almost have a perfect game until he was taken out. Max Meyer is the all-star and has been fantastic. Tyler Phillips now going into the rotation. That's been good. But the offense, I think, is the most surprising thing. We talked about Otto Lopez a ton, but up and down, that's been my new thing this year is how long is your lineup? Too many teams have a top-heavy lineup and then a bunch of outs at the bottom. The Marlins don't do that. Of guys that have over 100 ABs, they have 9 guys with an OPS plus 100 or more. So they're not putting out under league average hitters out there. So just 1 through 9, you're going to get a good professional major league at bat, and that will win you baseball games, and it has. They can score in different ways. They've been the biggest surprise by far to me so far in baseball.
You're in the right division, so right neighborhood, wrong street. I'm going to go with the Washington Nationals offense. I didn't think there was any way that this team was at the break going to lead the league in runs scored. But they have been there consistently the entire year. You talked about the balance in Miami's offense. I'm going to talk about the top heaviness. We just saw C.J. Abrams go deep. He's going to be here in Philadelphia for the All-Star game. Of course, James Wood is the stud among all studs. If there's a contract in front of him right now, it starts with a 2 and possibly a 3 because of his youth, right? He's 23 years old. Luis Garcia has just, I think over the last year, wowed us with whatever he is. They're really, really top heavy. Their first 4 hitters I would put up there with just about any lineup out there. Now, the rest of it, there are a lot of outs. And I think that's what makes this even more amazing.
We'll say Curtis Mead's name.
Curtis Mead has been great.
Thank you.
Curtis Mead has been great. We talked about this before this year. He was best known for being the wrong part of the Philly to Tampa trade for Christopher Sanchez. But this year he's been phenomenal. He has been a dependable number 3 hitter for the Washington Nationals in the most productive offense around.
Do you know what I love about their offense? I'll give you a little kudos for this answer. Second in homers, first in stolen bases.
Yep, they can run.
That to me that's amazing.
Yes, Nunez can really run. Like I said, it's incredible. The thing that's been a little disappointing with them is that they haven't fixed what ails them most, and that is their bullpen. I mean, we saw that in their most recent series against the New York Yankees, right, where they were good enough to beat them, and they couldn't hang on. And the number of teams this year that have improved significantly but are going to be held back because if they don't fix the bullpen by the trade deadline, and we just recorded our trade deadline draft show, if you don't go out and fix your bullpen, that's on your powers that be. That's on the architects of your system. Washington could fix their bullpen. Pittsburgh could fix their bullpen. Your Twins could fix their bullpen. That's just to name a few teams that have made significant strides this year that could be cut short if they don't address that. But we're focusing on the good news, and that's Washington. Okay, biggest disappointment this year would be?
Well, I think it's because I held them in such a high regard, and I'm starting to lose that. I've done it for so many years. It's the San Diego Padres. I liked the core until now. They're just not performing, essentially. All of their stars are not giving offensively what they need to give. You pair that with some injuries to the starting pitching staff. It's basically held together by Mike King, a little bit of Walker Buehler, and after that, it's just been tough for them to get their footing. Now, obviously, we know about the bullpen. There's a lot of questions with A.J. Preller right now. Like, what is it, a year and a half after getting Mason Miller that maybe they end up trading him because you could recoup and this doesn't look like a winning year? Like, that to me is very, very disappointing. Like, you went out and got your guy, and by and large, like they've been the best bullpen in baseball for the last year. Okay, if not 1, 2, or 3, whatever it is. But the offense to me has just been so disappointing, and they're looking up not only in the division, obviously, because the Dodgers are absolutely running away with it, but they're looking up at a wild card spot right now. They're not even really in it whatsoever. They'd have to get scorching hot, and you can't do that without starting pitching in an offense. So I don't know where they stand right now with this core that's going to be here for a long time. This isn't like 3 more years of this core. It's like 6 more years of this core. All the guys they've signed, they're not performing this year, and I don't know if the trajectory of the Padres is still this way.
So, do you think AJ Preller has it in him to be a seller in what could be an outstanding seller's market? Like, he could very, very quickly flip this team.
He's got so many people.
He's got a ton of pieces. Like, if he could get somebody to bite on Michael King, because that contract that he signed is so heavily backloaded, and so if he opts,
people would love to have Michael King in there,
but not necessarily at the price that they're going to have to pay him the next 2 years if he's not healthy.
You don't think about that.
I think you do.
What's the number? Now I got to get it up.
Like 50. I think he's owed like $60 million combined over the next 2 years. Something close to that.
I'm looking it up right now, Chris. 28 and 30 for 27 and 28.
If he's on the mound, I'll pay it. He's not always on the mound.
I see that now.
Okay, so if you're going to make a trade, that's risky. But the Mason Miller decision is obviously the biggest one. You could trade Morahone if you wanted. Mm-hmm. Like, people who are like, well, just get rid of some of those. Folks, the contracts in San Francisco and San Diego, those are so hard to move if you're not willing to eat money. Forget about it. So if you're like, well, we'll just hit the reset button and do it. No, that's a challenging thing. You have to trade stuff that other people want, whether that's because of the financial situation or because they're so damn good that they feel like that can make huge difference for this year and maybe for years to come.
Can I give a few shout-outs to who has performed well there? Because it is some of the guys that maybe you didn't think so. You wouldn't think of. Excuse me. Yeah. Ty France, who just continues to just like be a really good baseball player.
And would be a good trade piece.
He would be a good trade piece. And then my other guy is Samad Taylor, who is on the IL right now, but he's been fantastic.
Yep. Good shout-outs. For me, the biggest disappointment is that neither team that played in last year's American League Championship Series, which was so memorable, 7 games between the Mariners and Blue Jays, have a winning record going into the break. I know that there's been a lot of injuries, particularly with the defending American League champion Toronto Blue Jays. Seattle, I cannot figure out for the life of me. They have had healthy starting pitching. In fact, they have so much starting pitching, they had to create this piggyback situation, which nobody wanted to be a part of. And they still haven't been able to figure it out. I know they've had some injuries to their bullpen. I have talked, it feels like once a week, about Brendan Donovan not being available for the last, it feels like 2 months or so. And I thought that was an enormous under-the-radar pickup in the offseason. But what has gone on with these two teams? Aren't you shocked? Like, we know how bad the American League has been, but to me, these are the two biggest disappointments.
It's the offenses.
But why?
I don't know. I mean,
Is
look.
it strictly because Cal Raleigh stunk and it took George Springer 3 months to wake up?
Vladdy has not. I mean, his OPS is under 100. OPS plus is under 100. This is the guy that's supposed to anchor your lineup. Right now, he's a 94 OPS plus guy. He's got 6 homers.
How much are they missing Bo Bichette?
I don't think they're missing Bo Bichette because you got Okamoto basically taking his spot, and he's having a good year.
But Bo Bichette's a different type of hitter. I think he twice led the American League in hits.
Just talking like getting hits, keeping passing the baton. I understand that. I mean, I guess they're missing him. They're missing George Springer's incredible year last year. I know he's gotten better as of late, but like that was a massive part of what they were doing. And overall, as a team, they were one of those pass the baton type teams where like you felt like up and down the lineup there was going to be a contributor every night. You don't feel that way right now when you watch the Blue Jays. And the Mariners, you can almost say the same thing.
Do you feel like one of them is going to step on the accelerator in the second half?
I keep thinking the Mariners are going to turn it around.
I do too.
I keep thinking they're going to turn around. Like Josh Naylor has not been good. Talk about their middle lineup bat. Cal Raleigh has been injured, and then when he has played, has not been himself. So we expected regression from 60 homers, obviously, but this is a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, this is this is virtually unprecedented. Let's see. It's been almost 2 decades since neither of the participants in the ALCS from the year before made the playoffs the next year. The A's and Tigers met in 2006. Neither of them made it to October.
trying to remember that series from last year. There's so much baseball in between. Blue Jays take the Yankees out in the DS, right?
Right. And Seattle won in 5 against Detroit.
Detroit, and that long.
Polanco was that a 15-inning game?
Yes. And then the series between them, I guess I have it up.
Yeah, it went 7 games. Seattle had.
It went 7 games.
Seattle had a 3-2 series lead going back to Toronto, right?
Seattle won 3-1, 10-3. And then, yes, they went back. Blue Jays 13-4, 8-2. Seattle wins game 5, 6-2. Toronto wins game 6, 6-2. And then in the finals, you know what the score was? Game 7?
4-2?
4-3.
4-3.
Kevin Gossman with the win. Jeff Hoffman with the save.
Is that the game where Wu came in relief? I want to say they tried to kind of
Brian Wu came in relief. 2 1/3, 2 earned runs.
Yeah. Well, remember, if Wu was healthy going into that, remember he missed like the last 3 or 4 weeks of the regular season. I want to say it was like a pec injury or something like that, and so they could only use him in a relief role, and that was rough for Seattle.
Louis Varland came in to put the fire out early on in the game. Cal Raleigh took him up top in the 5th inning.
Okay.
Seattle was up 3-1 at that point.
So out of those 3, there you go, Robbie. Good work. So out of those 3 most disappointing teams that we have mentioned, Seattle, Toronto, San Diego, which one do you have the most faith in that will turn it around and actually be a contender? Still Seattle?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, yes. Yeah.
I think
I don't really have a good reason.
I think we're going to look at 3 very active GMs. If I were AJ Preller, I would seriously think about selling, because it's a seller's market. But if I were Seattle and Toronto, Jerry Dipoto and Ross Atkins, respectively, I would think of buying, because I don't think the American League has any big bad bullies. Let us know where you are in the comment section. If you're a fan of any of those teams, what do you want to see your teams do? What in particular do you need to shore up? And make sure you check out our Talkin' Baseball trade deadline draft special. That airs next Wednesday, Rob? Sorry. A few days from now. 2 days from now. I get my days and nights confused. I'm like a baby in an old man's body. By the way.
It's not a bad description of you.
Yeah. So you're wearing white pants. I am wearing shorts. Whose legs are more pale right now? Yours or mine?
I mean, I don't know why you wore shorts. You knew the camera was going to be blasting up your thighs.
My knees are like...
what are we trying to do? Are we trying to promote something else for you or what? You're really giving it away.
Hey, listen.
Didn't your mom ever tell you leave some for the imagination, Chris?
I am. I've got shorts on, but it's early. Who knows? Maybe for Tuesday's edition. Tune in.
Oh, my gosh.
Hey, folks. Popcorn chicken, it is finally back at KFC. So you can stop emailing about it, texting, DMing, comment blasting, tweeting, skywriting. I've seen you people out there doing that as well. It is back. So grab some crispy, crunchy, classic popcorn chicken. Go get some. It's so easy to just walk right past, pop some, and get your belly full. It'll make me feel so good. I love the popcorn chicken. I've always been a fan, and so it has returned. KFC popcorn chicken. We're talking about finger-licking good. Prices and participation may vary. Tax, tip, and fees are extra. So go get your KFC popcorn chicken today. Gosh, I need some right now. I'm starving.
Every bite is crunchy. That's why I love popcorn chicken.
I am in.
Yum.
Home Run Derby is tonight in Philadelphia. The most interesting thing to watch will be...
This is a no doubt to me. Shout out all the young guys in there because I'm excited to watch you, but it's the hometown boys. It's Harper and Schwarber. Every home run derby we've been to, I just love how the crowd gets behind the hometown kid. It started with Julio in Seattle. We got chills when he went off. I think this is going to be even bigger because, we're talking Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber at their home ballpark with a raucous crowd. I can't wait to see kind of the pop that they get. And honestly, because they play here, I feel like they know the yard. It's just like the familiarity of it. Like I'm picking one of those two guys to win it.
I can't remember a lot of home run derbies where a quarter of the field has been hometown guys and two guys as decorated as Harper and Schwarber. That is a real rarity.
And they both done the Derby before. I feel like there's a lot going their way.
This was the 2018 matchup where Harper topped Schwarber in the final the last time that Harper participated. That was when he was at Washington National. The game was in Washington. He made a post on Instagram, it's in Philly. Why the heck not? He did find a BP pitcher. It's going to be Dino Ebel, who is the third base coach for the Los Angeles Dodgers. We mentioned him at the beginning of the broadcast. He's already flying high with both his kids.
He won it with Teoscar in Texas, so he's already been here, done that. Bryce is locked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long does it take to get used to a BP pitcher?
If he's good, no, nothing. One pitch. If he's good.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Dino's known as a pretty damn good one.
There are good BP throwers, then there's some guys like, all right, and then some guys sometimes you get in a group, you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you who it was for me.
Here's the old video of Bryce's dad, Ron, throwing it back in the day.
Oh, yeah, got to get it locked in. Let's go.
Come on, Pops.
I mean, that's not locked in.
It looks like he's kind of throwing it hard from up close, is he not?
You want it, but that's a little short arm action. I don't love that. So catchers throw the best BP.
Oh, because of how they throw the ball?
It's right here by their ear. Yeah. They throw the ball back to the pitcher a ton, which is kind of like basically BP. So catchers always throw the best BP. Worst BP would be like basically any other position player. Mm-hmm. Second baseman, I think, can do it as well. But once you get kind of like out of the arm slot, it's tough.
So for me, it was a guy I mentioned, I want to say for the first time 6 to 8 weeks ago that I wanted him in this competition. Then he went on the injured list with a bad hamstring. I thought there was no way that Murakami was going to be able to participate because even if he got back for the end of the first half, which he did, he just got activated on Friday. I thought, well, there's no way the team is going to let him. Like, they're going to say, yo, dude, chill. And then when he got in this thing, I was like, hell yes, I am fired up. Yeah, I'm looking like that. Yeah. I got the Vassal magic wand working.
I don't think the team can say no. If you want to participate, you participate.
That's true. He is active.
Yeah.
So as long as you're active.
He's trying to get $1 million, Chris.
What did he get? A 2-year, $29 million?
That a little over
39?
Here.
What was it?
Share it a little bit. Huh?
Whatever the deal was. So 20 home runs in his first 57 games. We know he's got massive pop. I've discussed.
Wait, why are we showing this one, Rob?
Because Joe Ryan dropping the glove is so awesome.
He was wild. He dropped his glove 5 times during that game.
That's good.
Yeah, I was calling that game.
Yeah. His blasts have been epic, and they have had such a wonderful first half. He's got a little bit of Schwarber in him with the way that the ball travels, height-wise. I dig it. And I think that with his energy that he brings, I think the fans are going to fall in love with him tonight.
He did hit a homer in every single one of these games. That's why Rob is showing it. Yeah, no, he's going to be great. If I had to pick longest homer of the night, or we had to do it, who are you picking?
I think Caglione.
Yeah, that's my guess too. I'm going Caglione.
I think Caglione. I don't think he's going to win this thing, but I do believe that he's going to hit the first.
Or Junior Caminero might. I don't know which way the wind necessarily goes here, or if there is going to be any.
But isn't it better for left-handed hitters than right-handed hitters?
I think if you got pop, you got pop. That's what I think.
All right.
I'll go Caglione as well.
How interested are you? Well, you'll be there. I'll be back here with Jimmy on my Jimmy babysitting duties.
Yep.
Watching on Netflix.
Okay.
I'll be curious to see how they attack it. It's their first shot
at
it.
Netflix, how they
do it. Because they had opening day Yankees at Giants, and that had some, in my opinion, ups and downs on the broadcast. And we'll see exactly what, are they going to bring back Jameis Winston to be in the outfield somewhere? They might.
Okay.
Wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, he's off right now.
Yeah, he's got a few more weeks before training camp.
Yeah.
Do you want to see him because he was a part of Fox's, he's probably busy with Fox's World Cup coverage still.
I'm a huge Jameis Winston fan.
Yeah, I do too. I think he adds stuff.
I think that, I met him one time in Tampa, and he was so, just like a regular cool dude. And I was not expecting that because you see some of the stuff, like highlights or like the W eating, all of that. It's a little strange. He's got some strange stuff every once in a while, but when he came and hung out in the clubhouse, he was great.
Have your KFC popcorn chicken instead of eating the W. Yeah. Unless they form the popcorn chicken into a big W.
Oh.
Then.
Marketing idea.
Then you're welcome, KFC.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Royalties.
All right, so let us know who's winning. What are you most looking forward to? And Netflix broadcast. Are you interested? Not interested? I always get interested when there's new, but that's kind of like the broadcast nerd in me.
Zach just walked in. Now I'm excited.
Oh, yeah. Did he go out and go sing last night? He's the best.
I wasn't out last night with them.
Oh.
I was a good boy at home.
Did you go hit the karaoke or no? Mini golf. What? You had a show 2 nights ago, Zach.
Hell yeah.
Hey. Good.
Stud.
All right. He's the 1 seed in our singing, and it's not even close.
What are you talking about? He's not in the draft. He's not allowed.
He's too good?
Yeah.
That's not true.
What do you want? Oh, you want to be the 1 seed? I've heard
I'm
you
not
sing
the
before.
1 seed. I'm not the 1 seed. I'm like if we have a 1 through 16, I'm like right in the middle.
Next question.
Who else can sing in our company? Anybody else that we know of?
I used to having this mic so
Rob?
close.
Pennick can sing.
Dalton can sing.
Dalton can sing.
I mean, relax,
Interesting.
Jimmy Norp. That's insane. That's insane, BBD.
All right, I know that it's the middle of July and people are going to laugh at me, but back to school season is literally right around the corner. And here's the deal. I want you to spend less on your kids with Amazon. You want to give your kids a great start to the school year, but back to school has a way of absolutely blowing out the budget. The supply list keeps growing. Your kids keep growing, which means that the clothes are no longer fitting. And somehow there's always one more thing to buy. Well, Amazon helps you handle all of it without losing your mind or your wallet. I'm out of the shopping for my kids going back to school because my kids are in their 20s. Plouffe is smack dab in the middle of it with Teddy and Isla. I can tell you this. I remember the nightmares of walking into like 5 or 6 different stores because every store didn't have what Brady and Josh needed. And it would drive me freaking up a wall. I'm like, I'm not going to another place. And they go, Dad, look at the teacher's shopping list. This is what I need. I was like, okay. And then Michelle would say, but we need to get them new clothes. So we need to go to another store that's like 6 months.
Chris, that's the Stone Ages, bro. We don't need to hear about that. Now, from the comfort of your chair like this, you just log on to Amazon. You can get whatever you need.
That's right. It's back to school. It's everything you need all in one-stop shopping. I'm talking backpacks, lunch boxes, notebooks, headphones, clothes, great prices, huge selection, and it shows up right at your door before you know it. So remember, with Amazon's low back-to-school prices, just spend less on your kids because every dollar you don't spend on them is a dollar you haven't spent on them. And that means you get to spend it on who, Trev?
Your wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We laugh at that, but it's true.
It's so true.
All right, a little bit more all-star news as we get you ready for Tuesday's game as well. The biggest one is that Shohei is out. Friday, we got word that he was not going to make his start against the Arizona Diamondbacks on the mound. He was in the lineup. He's apparently going to have his knee drained right after Sunday's game. Here is Shohei through his interpreter.
The knee flared up. Sometimes they calm down. There's a lot of just kind of up and down. Just kind of seeing how the knee really handled the last couple weeks, and really the decision was made to do the injection after seeing how the knee reacted over the last couple weeks.
Okay, so it all makes sense. He's not showing up to Philly, even though he's the leading vote getter. Should he be here?
I'm going to admit something right now. If this was any other player, I would say just stop by and give a wave, get introduced. The baseball world needs you. They do need Shohei. He is the leading vote getter, but he's just different to me. He's given the game.
So the rules are different for him?
Yes. He's given the game so much and broadened the appeal of baseball throughout the world so much, and he on the field does so much more that I'm okay with him making sure he's good with his knee, get some time off. Because, yes, the All-Star game is great. We love it. We truly do. It's like one of the only All-Star games left in sports that's worth watching.
Right, the game itself.
But we need Shohei for the end of the season in the playoffs. That's when baseball needs Shohei Ohtani. I am okay with giving him a pass. Get your knee, get it fixed, go spend time with your young family, and be with us for the playoff race, the playoffs. That's what we need you for. Anybody else, I'm saying come show up at least, but I don't think he needs to.
Couldn't you say that in years past with some of the biggest names in the sport.
They don't always come.
And people have taken shots at them.
Yeah, exactly.
For not coming.
I know. I've said the same thing. But
so I'm just wondering why we're moving the line
because
for Shohei
nobody's
Ohtani.
been on Shohei's level as far as what they've honestly what they've done for baseball. There's maybe 3 other people in the history of the game that have done more than him.
Mm-hmm. For varying reasons. I would agree with you.
Right?
In terms of the impact, whether it's nationally or globally.
I would say, you want me to name them? And maybe I'm going to mess
Jackie
this up.
Robinson.
Jackie Robinson, Babe Ruth, and Roberto Clemente.
Hank Aaron.
Yeah,
we're talking about the Mount Rushmore of the sport.
Let's be real. Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa, those 3 in the home run race also did a lot for baseball. But, I mean, that's the era that he's in.
And so he's allowed to live by different rules.
I think we can give him a pass, dude. It's not like he opted out. He's legitimately getting his knee drained, so he can't play at all. You would want him to just fly in, wave to the crowd, and then get out of here.
Yeah.
To me, it's like, I don't know. I don't know if we need that.
I'm asking the questions.
Yeah.
I believe what you're saying as well. If the game was in San Francisco and he could fly up and fly out the same day, literally where he tips his cap, doesn't hang out, and that's it.
5-hour flight back to LA, not good for the knee.
Not good for the knee.
Yeah.
You're right. Here's the only difference. I think the Dodgers start the second half on the East Coast, if I'm not mistaken. Doesn't matter.
I mean, look.
He could go get an Airbnb at the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, Jimmy's parents have one.
Oh, how great would that have been if Jimmy's parents had just said, Shohei, you and your family, don't they start in Philadelphia or something? Or they start in New York?
Oh, perfect.
Right, so they're right here. He could take a train up there. Shohei, we've got it all figured out.
Leave our king alone.
Hold on, I'm trying to work with him. I'm trying to make it so that it's better for him. Hop on the team charter Sunday night because they're bringing the entire, right? It's not just the 6 All-Stars. Congratulations to Justin Robleski, who, by the way, made the team. It's the entire coaching staff. It's all of their family, so they are chartering an airline jet to get out here. I don't even have to see him at Monday's media session. Just Tuesday, just get on the chalk, do this. Then Tuesday night, you could be to the Jersey Shore at Jimmy's parents' place, hang out, take a train up Friday morning. We don't even have to see it till Friday morning, the day of the game. We'll see you in New York. No, you're not buying this.
You're just yapping right now. You're just yapping.
Transit's brutal.
Yeah, Rob Stracco does not like NJ Transit.
Okay. Oh, I've seen Pennick complain about that left and right, huh? Yeah, that's on his shit list. All right, Shohei, you can have the time off.
Have the time off, dude.
You're right.
Yeah.
End of the day.
Dude. And let let Bryce Harper have his shine.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, well, better than that is the fact that Schwarber will be the starting DH now, right?
Yes. There you go.
So it's actually all working out for Shohei, take time off. Get the knee drained. He said he's not worried about it, and it only bothers him when he pitches as opposed to hits. And we saw him hit a homer in the first at bat after he made this announcement. So, dude's whatever. Yamamoto, the other news for the National League, Yamamoto, Chase Burns, Miz aren't going to pitch for the National League. Miz said, not a big deal. His Sunday start against Paul Skeens was scratched because of arm fatigue. He said he's fine, just needs a little extra time, which we understand. But the big news here is that Zack Wheeler will not be joining his Phillies teammates. We've been following this story. The Phillies pitcher said that the league did ask him on Friday to join the team, but he's not going to, quote, because they disrespected me. So I'm just not going to participate in that thing. I'm not going to be, the fifth choice? Do you like him holding the grudge, or should Wheeler have just said, screw it, I'll do it?
I go back and forth on this one. Like, we know the all-star selection process is just it's silly. It truly is. Like, we need to figure that out, clean it up a little bit. But I will say, like, if you came out and were like, hey, I wanted to pitch in the game, but I'm pitching Sunday, and then they offer you 2 days later to come to the game, they kind of gave you what you wanted.
Didn't you hear him? He said, I don't want to be the fifth choice.
I know, but he's got a gripe with the selection process, which I'm in lockstep with you, Zach. But then they just kind of gave you what you wanted, then you said no. So I don't know. Like, I guess kudos to you for like sticking to your guns, but I'm indifferent about it, to be honest with you. It doesn't really bother me either way. But the first thing that popped in my mind was you asked for it and they let you do it.
So there's several layers, and because of the technical snafu that we had at my house in the middle of this week, we couldn't discuss this topic. So this is our first bite at this apple. So allow me to just backtrack just for a little bit here. The selection process has always been horribly flawed. And there are going to be, now for years and years, it didn't matter if a guy pitched on Sunday. You were going to pitch on Tuesday. It did not matter. That's the way it was. And then teams started getting more and more health conscious. They were like, hold on. We don't want a guy throwing on Sunday.
Has anybody gotten hurt at the All-Star game? I can't recall a time where a pitcher went and pitched the All-Star game and then got hurt that day. And
no,
I'm sure people have.
But there might be some sort of residual effect to pitching, let's say, 95 pitches on Sunday, then getting the adrenaline ramped up much more so than a bullpen session for less than 48 hours later. I suppose that's the thing.
Understood.
Okay. With that being said, the all-star stuff, when you talk about credentials, when you're just having a chat with your buddies, and you talk about this player was better than that player, and this player, do you ever use all-star game appearances as part of your discussion point? If you do, stop doing it. Because we're obviously overlooking pitchers because they throw on Sunday. And so all of a sudden, Zack Wheeler's not an all-star because of the way the schedule laid out. That's utterly preposterous. So we got to stop using that. That's word number one. If Zack Wheeler wants the enjoyment of having the only time in his career where he could tip his cap to his hometown team and have that memory stored in his baseball log, then don't worry about what the league is trying to do to you, how they're trying to screw you, and how they disrespect
you. That's where my head
you.
went, too. It's like, it's your home ball.
This is your moment, man.
I don't know.
Now, if it's not that big a deal and your wife says, hey, let's go take the kids somewhere for 3 days, it's a long season, you've accomplished a lot in this game, you've earned a tremendous amount of money, we earned this break, let's go do that instead of the All-Star. I would respect that. I get it. But if you want this to be a part of your baseball story and your baseball journey, I can't imagine what it's going to be like. We're going to have a chance on the red carpet to talk to Bryce Harper, to talk to Kyle Schwarber about what it's like, what the emotions are, what they think it's going to be like as they stand on that chalk and listen to their crowd just inundate them with cheers. I think Zack Wheeler's missing out on an opportunity to have something special for him.
I think so, too. Yeah, I mean,
I understand him being pissed off. And you know what? He should, during Media Day Monday, make that statement again. Like, I'm thrilled to be here. And he did come out and say, I don't want to sit here and sound like I'm hating the whole thing. It's fun. It's a privilege. I think he's missing out. I think sometimes you got to take a deep breath. That's me. That's me. Let us know in the comments section where you sit. Some people are like, hell yes, keep holding that grudge. Go do it. I think he's shortchanging himself a little bit. J.J. Wetherholt, the latest rookie to ink a 9-figure deal. Card's second baseman, 8 for $112.5. It can get upwards of $132 million. St. Louis is happy. So is their newest Rich Bird.
Like, that's just how I am. I'm from a small town. Went to college an hour outside of that. Wanted to stay there as long as possible. It's the same here. You know, when I got drafted, I knew that I wanted to be here for as long as possible. And this is the step in that direction. So it means a lot.
He looks like he's about 16, by the way. He does.
Young, I know. I was just looking. So I have information that's not. He got drafted 7th overall in 2024.
Yeah, in that awesome class.
Where were the Guardians at?
1. Oh, yeah, he was a big discussion point.
Okay. So they took Bazana, and he was 6 picks later. So I was going to say, like, this is their type of guy.
Totally. Oh, they thought about him.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, and I'm not 100% in because I don't follow college baseball on a daily basis, I don't think he had nearly the year he thought he was going to have going into that last season.
Okay, I'm looking at. I had
Virginia.
the lottery selections up.
Yeah, Cleveland won the lottery.
Yes.
So Bazana, who will be here for the All-Star game, but
They had a
has not.
2% chance to get the first pick, and they
know.
got it. Wow.
Then Chase Burns, who will be here but will not pitch, went second. Then it was Condon, who went third, and he's been hammering the ball in AAA, I believe, for the Rockies.
And didn't his brother just get drafted?
Not sure about that. Possible. Nick Kurtz went fourth. He was supposed to be here. He's got a thumb issue. Caglione went 6. He's participating in the home run derby. Wetherholt went 7. Connor Griffin went 9.
Yep. Bryce Rainier, our guy, went 11.
Yeah, it's
Harvard Westlake guy.
Yasavich went 20. It's a fantastic draft class.
Jalen Culpepper, don't forget him.
But let's focus on the guy who just got the extension here. Grade the move by Chaim Bloom.
I love it. I mean, we've been seeing this a lot as of late. You know, Connor Griffin, as you mentioned earlier, he's got a deal. Kevin McGonigal's got a deal. They've been popping up all over the place. And I think the reason they are is the data's there on these guys as they come up through the minor leagues where, we like everything about what he's doing metrically. Then he gets to the big leagues, has initial success. And I think if I'm an organization and I see a guy can play defense like this, who's going to give you value even when the bat is slumping, that's a guy that you extend. I know defense eventually goes away, but at this age, like he's going to be a premium defender at the big league level. And then if you look at his offensive profile, I mean, he's doing great this year.
Right.
So it just makes a ton of sense. And again, that's if you break it down as far as, you know, like if you break it down monetarily, where that number is probably going to be in 8 years. Like we look at these contracts now in the big picture, and oh my God, it's 7 figures, all this stuff. But flash forward 8 years, what the numbers most likely are going to be, and it'll seem like a steal. This is great.
It's an A++ for Chaim Bloom, who I think has a chance to really rip it out of the ballpark if he does the trade deadline the right way. And we'll talk more about what St. Louis's strategy should be as we get closer to that. And also on our trade deadline special on Talking Baseball. No-brainer here. Great move. I wish more and more teams would do it. As I was doing a little research for this was something that was not in Mozeliak's playbook. He did it with Paul DeYoung, whom he bought out some free agency years, but that was pretty much the only name that he did it with. He just, for whatever reason, did not believe in it. And Chaim Bloom's in here like, I mean, this guy and Jordan Walker are it. Now, Walker's a few years into his career, so it's a little different how they have to measure him, and he has just taken off exponentially this season. But Wetherholt, to me, this was an easy job.
And you can, like, I feel like I'll probably get in trouble for saying this, but whatever. You can put out, like, these contracts in front of young players, and, like, a lot of them will sign it. It's huge, life-changing money.
Yes, but
you have an agent and an advisor. You have MLBPA that's kind of guiding you along the way. I understand that. But, I mean, the younger you are, the less amount of major league service time that you have, the more you're like, hey, I don't know if I truly belong here. I don't know if I'm going to last 8 years. It's hard.
Right.
And I'm just saying, like, teams, I mean, if I'm running a team, I'm taking flyers a lot more than I think they do now.
I agree with you. We can't say that 9 figures is still nothing to an organization. That is a commitment.
It of course it is, but it's not a lump sum. It's paid out over years.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But if a guy turns into somebody who should only have been paid $35 million over the life of that deal, now that's not going to happen with J.J. Wetherholt. We don't expect it to. We don't expect it to happen with Kevin McGonigal. We don't expect it to happen with Connor Griffin. But there's
insurance policies on these things.
Right, but there's not insurance policy against crappy play.
If you're a bad player, no. But if there's injury, yes.
Right. I think it's a great move. I think it's uplifting. You talked about wanting to be all in for the Cardinals organization. This is one of those moves, yes?
According to MLB trade rumors, there were 16 extensions for guys with under a year of service time from 2006 to 2021. So 16 in that time period. There's been 17 in the last 5 years.
It's great.
And I think that really has a lot to do with TrackMan and all the minor league stadiums.
I wish my team would do it. I think Bazana is probably a guy they're talking to, I'm guessing. Chase DeLauder is another guy, although he's got an injury history that you worry about a little bit more than you would with other guys. I mean, to me, it's no-brainer for, we've seen Milwaukee obviously at the forefront with Jackson Churio before he got up here. And then with Cooper Pratt, they just did that as well. So,
yes, they're following that blueprint for sure.
Yeah, and it's smart. Like I said, I wish that my team would do it. I think Detroit was so smart to get ahead of McGonigal, and the Pirates finally did it with Connor Griffin. Mm-hmm. Really, really bright stuff. Made a ton of sense to me. All right, you know what we did here? We challenged 6 creators to make the best invite to our All-Star Watch Party, which happens on Tuesday. Do it on Adobe Express, so we're going to take a look at some of our submissions. This one was done by, the one and only James Norp. Is that correct?
Can I see it?
Here, you can hold it.
Can I see it?
You can hold it.
I don't like that one.
Wow. This one was done by, who did this one, Rob? Is that Jolly? Sure. I think it was Jolly.
Let me see it.
Cute.
I like this one. That'll stay.
Okay, that's staying. This one was done by Shelfie in the greatest city on planet Earth, Philadelphia. That's Shelfie. Oh, my gosh. Not good, apparently.
Actively wrong.
And this one was done by Jake Storiali, where you can't read it, but it does say, bring your team spirit, favorite snacks, and watch party energy with Joe's in a sling in half of the photos. Still no.
This is the winner right here. This is nice.
Wow.
This
well,
is
you
some
can
good
vote.
Stuff.
1, 2, 3, or 4. That's 2 that he's holding in his hand. That's nice. I do like it. Point is, every baseball fan that has a group chat or a hot take or a screenshot worth saving, Adobe Express is the quick and easy create anything app that lets you turn those moments into shareable memes, graphics, watch party invites, lineup predictions, game day content in just a few taps. Start with customizable MLB templates, make them your own, put your spin on the moments everybody's talking about. So whether you're celebrating a walk-off or breaking down a wild play, Adobe Express makes it easy to create and share your baseball story. Check out the MLB templates and start creating today. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission. There you go. All right, we got one last thing because the boss man just entered the room.
Yeah.
Player you're most excited to watch at the All-Star game. Who is it? Tuesday night.
This is the easiest question you've ever given me. I almost put this guy on the trade deadline roster, if you will.
Okay.
He's from the surrounding area. His name is Mike Trout.
Okay.
Watching him in Philly, the ovation. I talk about Harper and Schwarber's ovation they're going to get. I think this guy might surpass it. I think Phillies fans are going to show Mike Trout, quote unquote, what he's missing out on.
Well, because that's the only way that they know that they could trade for him is showing where he.
Yeah, and they have to show the love, and he calls up Mosaic and say, "Hey guys, I guess I'm finally ready to do the thing that everyone wants me."
Is there anything that Philly fan could do that would make him get on the private jet back home, turn to his wife, and say,
"He's got a golf course right here, Chris,"
that you're trying to get on free?
Well, I will because I know some members.
Oh,
shout out Moose and Weave.
Wow.
Yeah.
Moose is a member.
Yeah. Jason Vargas.
Oh,
we gotta go.
You're easy.
Tell us to wrap it up, Chris.
For me, Johan Duran.
Yeah.
They're going to turn out the lights, do the whole entrance. It's a thing, obviously, that started in Minnesota, but then this. Yeah. That'll be fun. We'll be at our watch party, but we'll be very excited when he comes in the game. Now, presumably, it's ninth inning. The National League's holding a 4-3 lead. But if they're down, we still have to see this.
It doesn't matter. They're still going to do it. Yeah.
Right. He's getting in the game, and we'll see this. So that'll be a lot of fun. Let us know what you're most interested in seeing, player-wise, moment-wise, anything. Got a lot to get to today in the comments section. It's always fun doing a show with you in person. We've had 6 people walk in.
Yeah, I got to go do something.
Late for this live show we're doing. We matter too around here. All right. For our today one-of-a-kind producer, Robbie Scirocco, the uber-talented Trevor Plouffe, who's obviously a wanted man. I am Chris Rose. We will see you later this week on Baseball Today, presented to you by T-Mobile.